The birth of Zeus and the age of the Titans. One of the most powerful and well-known figures in ancient Greek mythology, Zeus is considered the father of all gods and humans. However, his journey to seize the throne was not an easy one. It all began after the initial chaos of the universe was ordered. Kronos, one of the children of the primordial gods Uranus, the sky, and Gaia, the earth, overthrew his father and became the leader of the Titans. But Kronos feared the prophecy given by his mother Gaia. One day, you will be overthrown by one of your own children. Fearing this, Kronos swallowed each of his children as soon as they were born, condemning them to an eternal prison. Zeus's birth took place in the midst of this terrible order. Rhea, unwilling to lose her sixth child, hid Zeus in a cave on Mount Ida on the island of Crete. She fed him the milk of the goat Amalthea and enlisted the help of warrior spirits known as the Curetes to protect him. When Zeus grew, he decided to challenge his father. With the help of Métis, Zeus gave Kronos an emetic potion, forcing him to disgorge his swallowed siblings, Hades, Poseidon, Hera, Demeter, and Hestia. Thus, the seeds of a new era were sown, the war between the Titans and the Olympian gods, known as the Titanomachy. The battle with the Titans, Titanomachy. Zeus had grown and become a powerful god. However, to take control of Olympus, he had to engage in a great struggle. After freeing his siblings, he formed an alliance with them and declared war on the Titans to overthrow them once and for all. This war was a decade-long struggle that shook the cosmos. Under Zeus's leadership, the Olympian gods took their places in the fight against the Titans. Alongside Zeus were his brothers Poseidon and Hades, who stood firm against the Titans' attacks. Poseidon controlled the seas and earthquakes with his powerful trident, while Hades used his powers from the underworld. Zeus, wielding his thunderbolts, shook the skies and repelled his enemies with lightning strikes. The turning point of the war came when Zeus heeded Gaia's advice. Gaia told him that to defeat Kronos' immense power, he needed to call upon the Cyclopes and the Centamenes, who were imprisoned in the depths of Tartarus. Zeus descended into Tartarus and freed the Cyclopes. Grateful, the Cyclopes gifted Zeus with thunderbolts, Poseidon with the trident, and Hades with the helmet of invisibility. Armed with these new weapons, the Olympian gods won the war. The Titans were chained and imprisoned in the deepest part of Tartarus at Zeus's command. The reign of Kronos had ended, and the age of the Olympian gods had begun. Zeus was now the ruler of the universe, king of the skies, and ruler of the gods. Zeus's rise on Olympus, and the order of the gods. After the victory in Titanomachy, Zeus, along with his siblings, divided the governance of the universe. Poseidon became the ruler of the seas, Hades of the underworld, and Zeus became the king of the skies and ruler of the gods, sitting on his throne on Mount Olympus. Olympus was now the home of the gods and the center of the new world. To solidify his rule, Zeus established an order among the gods. Hera became Zeus's wife and, as the queen of the gods, played an important role in maintaining balance on Olympus. Demeter represented agriculture and abundance, Hestia the warmth of the family hearth, Athena wisdom and strategy, and Ares the destructive force of war. Zeus brought order to the cosmos by assigning roles to each god, ending chaos and bringing balance to the universe. However, Zeus's reign was not solely based on justice. His pride and anger sometimes caused tensions among the gods. To maintain order on Olympus, he had to make harsh decisions. For example, when Prometheus gave fire to humans, Zeus was enraged, and Prometheus was chained and condemned to eternal punishment. At the same time, Zeus often displayed his divine power in his relationships with mortals. Many mortal women, such as Leda, Europa, and Io, renowned for their beauty, caught Zeus's attention, and their encounters with him became the subject of many myths. From these relationships, many demigods were born, shaping both the mortal world and the world of the gods. Zeus and humanity, the balance of justice and power. Zeus' throne on Mount Olympus represented authority, not only among the gods, but also over mortal humans. His justice was both terrifying and salvific. Zeus frequently demonstrated his power over humanity, directly intervening in their lives. However, these interventions did not always result in good outcomes. Prometheus' rebellion and the gift of fire to humanity. Zeus, who wanted to keep the gifts of the gods exclusive to Olympus, had hidden fire from humanity. However, Prometheus, driven by love and compassion for mankind, defied this prohibition. He stole the sacred fire from Olympus and gave it to humanity, lighting up their dark world. This act of rebellion infuriated Zeus. Zeus chained Prometheus to a rock in the Caucasus Mountains, where every day an eagle was commanded to devour his liver. Yet, Prometheus' punishment only served to immortalize his self-sacrifice for humanity. This event revealed how harsh Zeus' sense of justice could be at times. Pandora's box. In retaliation for Prometheus' betrayal, Zeus created Pandora to punish humanity. Each god bestowed a unique gift upon her: beauty, intelligence, charm, and a box. However, the box contained a great catastrophe for humanity. When Pandora, unable to resist her curiosity, opened the box, diseases, pain, and evil spread across the world. The only thing left at the bottom of the box was hope. This story symbolizes Zeus' desire to impart a lesson to humanity. Zeus as the protector of mortals. While Zeus could be punishing, he was also known as the protector of humanity. He struck down those who committed injustices with his thunderbolts, aiding those who sought justice. The concept of hospitality, xenia, was sacred to Zeus. To him, mistreating a guest or committing an injustice was an unforgivable crime. In myths, Zeus often took on different forms to test the hospitality of humans, teaching them lessons. Zeus and heroes, the birth of demigods and legends. Zeus' relationships with mortals gave rise to some of the most fascinating heroic tales in Greek mythology. Many demigods and heroes were born from his unions with mortal women and goddesses. These heroes, possessing both divine and human qualities, became central figures in epic tales. Zeus' role in these heroes' lives reflects his dual nature as both a father and a guide. Hercules, Zeus' mightiest son. Zeus saw Heracles, born of his union with the mortal Alcmene, as the embodiment of strength and endurance. However, this union sparked the wrath of Hera. Throughout his life, Heracles resisted Hera's schemes with the support of Zeus. During his famous 12 labors, Zeus helped his son multiple times. Heracles' story highlights Zeus' sacrifices for his mortal children, guiding them toward divine heroism. Perseus, slayer of Medusa and Zeus' beloved son. Perseus was born of Zeus' union with Danae. Danae had been locked in a bronze chamber by her father, but Zeus entered in the form of golden rain, resulting in Perseus' birth. With Zeus' help, Perseus killed Medusa and rescued Andromeda, becoming a celebrated hero. This tale demonstrates both Zeus' creativity and his determination to protect his children. Minos and Europa, the inspiration for a continent's name. Zeus fell in love with the beautiful Europa and transformed into a bull to approach her. Europa, unaware, climbed onto Zeus' back, and he carried her to Crete, where she gave birth to Minos, who would later become the powerful king of Crete. Minos' legacy reflects Zeus' influence on humanity. The role of demigods. The children of Zeus, born of unions with mortals, used their divine abilities to help humanity. Each one contributed to shaping mythological history and human destiny under Zeus' guidance. Zeus and power struggles among the gods. Zeus' reign on Olympus also showcased his political acumen and leadership skills. However, his time as king was rife with jealousy, discord, and intrigue among the gods. Zeus frequently faced challenges from other deities and had to prove his strength repeatedly. Hera's rebellion. Hera, Zeus' wife and queen of the gods, possessed great power, but Zeus' infidelities and his relationships with mortals often stirred her wrath. On one occasion, Hera led a rebellion against Zeus with the help of other gods. Zeus was chained to his throne, but the rebellion was thwarted with the help of Thetis. Afterward, Zeus punished Hera by chaining her in the sky, though he eventually forgave her. This event demonstrated the lengths Zeus would go to preserve his authority. The birth of Athena and the symbol of wisdom. The birth of Athena, the goddess of wisdom, further demonstrated Zeus' power and mythical traits. After becoming pregnant with Métis, a prophecy warned Zeus that the child would overthrow him. In fear, he swallowed Métis. However, Athena continued to grow inside Zeus and eventually emerged from his head fully armored, symbolizing both wisdom and Zeus' control over the divine. Power dynamics in Olympus. Zeus was often called upon to maintain balance among the gods of Olympus. Poseidon, with his dominion over the seas, and Hades, with his control over the underworld, would sometimes challenge his authority. However, Zeus mostly neutralized these threats with a combination of diplomacy and force. Olympus, under his rule, was both a place of peace and constant struggle. Zeus' influence on the world and worship practices. Zeus, the king of the gods, was highly revered by mortals, who saw him as the embodiment of power and justice. His influence shaped Greek society, and temples, festivals, and rituals were dedicated to his honor. Temples dedicated to Zeus. The most famous temple of Zeus was the Temple of Zeus at Olympia. This grand temple housed a massive statue of Zeus, made of gold and ivory, which was one of the 7 wonders of the ancient world. People flocked to this temple to pray and seek protection. It was also the center for the Olympic Games and religious festivals. The Olympic Games, held in honor of Zeus, were both a religious and cultural event. Athletes competed in Zeus' name, and during the Games, prayers and sacrifices were offered to him. The Games also promoted unity and peace among the Greek states. Rituals and sacrifices to Zeus. Zeus, revered as the protector of justice and hospitality, was honored with rituals involving sacrifices of bulls and other animals. The smoke from these offerings was believed to carry messages to Zeus' throne in the heavens. These rituals reinforced Zeus' connection to the mortal world. Zeus' symbolism in society. Zeus was not only a deity, but also a symbol of universal order. His justice served as a foundation for the legitimacy of rulers and leaders. People believed they were under his protection, and that his thunderbolts would punish any injustices. Zeus and immortality, the eternal reflection of divine power. Zeus, as the greatest symbol of immortality and eternal order in Greek mythology, represented the idea of eternal life. However, even immortality had its limits, and power struggles and the need for balance were constant themes in his reign. The secret of immortality, ambrosia and nectar. To maintain their immortality, the gods needed to consume ambrosia and nectar. These divine foods were the source of the gods' life force, and Zeus controlled them to solidify his authority over the other gods. Ambrosia and nectar symbolized an unattainable power, setting Zeus apart from mortals. Prophecies of Zeus' end. Many prophecies spoke of Zeus losing his throne or coming to an end, but none of these came to fruition. Zeus always managed to preserve his reign. His power was intertwined with the very existence of the universe, and he was the creator of order in the cosmos. Zeus and fate. Although Zeus was the ruler of the universe, he could not escape fate, moire. The moire determined the course of events, and even Zeus had to bow to their decisions. This limitation of his divine power was central to his understanding of justice and order. The eternal end of the legend. Zeus was a constant figure in Greek mythology from the beginning. His story reflected humanity's relationship with the gods, the order of the universe, and the meaning of immortality. The death or end of Zeus was never told, as he was symbolized as an eternal presence in Greek culture.